When Cell went to hell, what type of infinite torture did he go through? And this is actually a question that you guys have been bringing up recently a lot when Mike from Laughingstock Media and I talked about how strong villains are actually controlled in hell, and we also talked about how hell evolved throughout Dragon Ball history, going from the anime adaptation of Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball GT to later on what we've seen in Dragon Ball Super. And the interesting thing about Dragon Ball Super is that Dragon Ball Super's version of hell is personalized, as we can see in both the anime and the manga, where depending on what kind of villain or what kind of life you lived, your hell is essentially created specifically for you. And considering the fact that Frieza's version of hell is him basically being in a cocoon, being tortured by stuffed animals and fairies, the question now comes, well, what kind of hell would be suitable for someone like Cell? Now, you guys brought up a very interesting concept where he would be seeing visions of the androids or Gohan killing him over and over and over and over again, and I feel like for Cell, the type of torture that he would go through would be something associated with not being perfect, and having this image of some little kid killing him with all of the potential in the world, because that was the only way that he would effectively lose. Something in hell that would remind him over and over and over and over again for perpetuity that he was not perfect, and the reason why he ended up in hell is essentially because he's not perfect. So we could imagine just visions of 17 and 18 and Gohan just basically torturing Cell, and these are basically like created holograms in the afterlife to basically torture Cell for an eternity. And he will be fighting against these characters in the afterlife over and over again, but he can never win because they never really exist, and because he lost the battle when he was on Earth. And that's basically my creative version of what I think Cell's hell would actually be like.